Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another recap of Zatima Season 3, Episode 6, No More Lies. Let's get into it. Oh my gosh, so much then transpired. Oh my gosh, it's just crazy. So, Fatima finally tells Zach about Jeremiah and the watch, but she left out the part that he made her fall. And yeah, so now he told her, like, I'm gonna need you to stop lying to me and stop gaslighting me because, I know you keep a secret from me. And she's still trying to focus on the casket and the brochure. So he opens the brochure and he's like, I want that one. And then she lets him know everything that happened. And then they wanted to still talk about, but the guy was the director was like, I got customers, so they had to think. So next thing you know, she said she wanted to go home and see if her watch is there. He was like, fine, you do that. I'm gonna go to Jeremiah. Meanwhile, they leave to go, whatever the case be. Next thing you know, Belinda, she gets to Jeremiah, he's at the shop or whatever case be after that situation, whatever. Belinda ended up going back to the shop, and she was looking for Nate, and she ended up coercing Mr. Tyrone, telling her like where the boys went to without even really knowing it. And they were saying some words and stuff back to each other, so it's just like, okay. Once she fed that information, she left. Meanwhile, Preston's waiting outside Zach's place, and Deja pulls up in her car, and she had groceries, and she was like, "Hey, Vanilla," and he was like, "You had groceries yesterday, you got groceries today." So basically, she wanted him to bring in the groceries so she could talk to him, or maybe even do some things with him. So eventually, he was gonna leave him at the front door. She was like, "Nah, be a gentleman, not a half gentleman." So he ended up going into the house, dropping her bags off at the table, and she starts going crazy, making these cat noises. And he was like, "Listen, I'm not scared of you. I rope cattle, and I've dated black women. I'm attracted to black women, and it would be a little bit better if you wasn't so aggressive." And she was like, "I'm aggressive. Men don't turn me down." Obviously, they do. Him and Zach. So, girl, they turn you down. You just don't want to accept the fact that you can be turned downable. Like, so eventually, she kept throwing herself at him, and he just like, I'm gonna go. Eventually, she just kept meowing. He was like, I hear it, and I'm going to go. And he was like, I still hear it, but I'm going to go. And he left. So now that Zach knows everything that happened with Jeremiah, minus the fall part, he's on a rampage trying to find Jeremiah. He's about to pull it back at the apartment. Fatima's back following him. She ends up calling Connie. Connie was like, he's on his way. Fatima told him about the watch and all the other stuff. So now they're going to be able to look out for Jeremiah. Angela's also calling Fatima while she's driving to find out where behind Zach. And she lets him know that Bryce is on his way home. It was her house, to talk to her and apologize for being rude. And Fatima was like, so you gonna let him come in and talk? She was like, yeah. So she was like, he's here now, so you go handle your business and I'll call you later. She was like, all right, cool. So Zach pulls up to the apartment right at the same time. Nate and Tony pulls up, and they just like, oh my God, he's here. Belinda pulled up right behind them. And it's just like, he got the watch. And Takani was like, yeah, Fatima told me. And now Fatima pulls up after Zach pulls up. And it was like, where's Jeremiah? He was like, he's not there. So McConaughey was like, Jeremiah wasn't there. She wasn't lying. He really wasn't there, because there was it's like a free-for-all. They don't know if he's there or not, because, they ain't see him. So he could have slipped in through the back or slipped through the cracks, whatever. Anyway, long story that he wasn't there. So Zach went up to the apartment. Tony and Nate right behind him. Fatima gets out of her car and talks to Connie, and Belinda was there. And it was like, well, Belinda told Fatima everything that really happened with Jeremiah. And just say, oh snap, she needs a minute, so she goes back to the car. Meanwhile, Jack is banging on the door, trying to open up like Jeremiah. Jeremiah, nobody answers to no event. It was like he's not there. And then Zach was like, what are you not telling me? And then Nathan was like, we gotta tell him. And then so he ended up hemming up Tony against the wall, and he was like, we had to tell him. So eventually Nate tells, because Tony was about to get his behind whooped by Zach. Zach is fuming right now. He is super livid, like the fact that his fiance is pregnant, and my brother put hands on my fiance. Oh, it's over and clipped for him. Like, it's a wrap. It's not coming back from that. What the heck? And the fact that Fatima lied about the whole situation. You left out that minor detail, which is also a big detail. Oh, he's about to lose it through the roof. So Nate basically tells him like, listen, we don't know what happened. He found out about the insurance policy. Then Jeremiah showed up at Fatima's job, and we don't know if she fell or he pushed her, whatever the case may be. He was like, oh, she's pregnant. And she didn't tell me. Oh, and they was like, wait, what? Zach Randolph, and then the boys are behind him. It's like, oh, snap. About the can of worms is about to hit the fan. I can't wait for next week's episodes. Oh, my gosh. I feel like they need to come, like, right now, because this is just too much. So much is happening in 6 episodes in. Like, oh, my gosh. Incredible. But I'm here for it all. We got sisters back in action. We got Zatima back in action. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Oh my gosh, Tyler Perry, this is your year. You doing it up real big. I'm gonna need for y'all writers to get on the collective page and make the storylines match, because this saying this and this saying that, it ain't adding up. Okay? But anyways, that was this recap. I can't wait to see what happens next week. Y'all stay tuned. I got y'all. And with that being said, bye.